there is a chap up there with a bicycle. And these are one of the things that I feel strongly about. It's not the fact that he's got a bicycle. I'd like to think a lot of us motorcyclists started on a bicycle. It's what he's wearing. This is a bit of a controversial point in the UK, but this is the sort of thing that rustles my jimmies a little bit, so I'm going to be a little bit opinionated in this one. Apologies. There you go. So I obviously don't have anything to say about the chap personally or anything like that on a personal level. I'm sure he's a very nice bloke. However, my jimmies are rustled because that high vis says along the top, polite. Think bike. It's a nice little message, of course it is. However, these jackets, they had some controversy a while ago because people wanted them banned, and I believe in free speech for this sort of stuff, but there is the point where these things start looking a little bit too similar to something which is actually related to a public service, which can actually help in an emergency. You've kind of balls that one up, haven't you? It's alright. If it hasn't become blatantly obvious by now, to me and to many others, those high vises look like police vests. Now, personally, I take a problem with that, because if there is something that happens, say someone gets knocked off their push bike, like there was only a few days ago up here, I came along here and some poor old chap had a face full of blood, but he had people around him guiding traffic and sorting everything out. They seemed to be fully aware of his medical condition as well. He was talking and all that sort of stuff, so he was all right. C'est une sportage, very nice. But yeah, so if something like that happens and then you get a cyclist slash biker that comes along, especially if the biker's on a white motorcycle, for example, then you've got people trying to flag this person down, saying, hey, police, 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 can you help us? Like, well, I'm not the police. So why are you wearing the high vis which says polite? Oh, for fuck's sake. And then we get this whole thing that comes through. So you've now wasted valuable seconds, maybe a minute, dealing with someone who looks like someone that they're not. Especially when that's a position of authority, and there's training that comes with that position of authority as well. How to handle people, emergency situations, traffic, la 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 la. I have a big issue with these things. Not with the people that wear them, but with them, with the high vises in general. Is that a third Kia Sportage? Also white, wow. So if you put polite over the front of that Kia Sportage, how many people are going to look at that and think initially, oh, that looks like police? Oh, it's not. You see what I mean? It's a strange one, but at the same time, these vests also have like the little checkered strip on them as well. So there was a case a while back, I need to do a little bit more research on this, methinks, but as far as I know, the story is, I can't remember if this quite went to court or if it went to Parliament, something like that, and they were deemed not illegal. I don't necessarily agree with that, however, fine, I guess. Oh, Kia Sportage, sorry, I missed that. I was in my own train of thought there. But, yeah, personally, I've not had the situation, whatever, the time where I've been on like a group ride and someone's been wearing one of these vests. Because, quite frankly, I would want to be far away from them, so I'm not at all related to anyone or in the vicinity of someone that could be mistaken for a potential police officer, because you'd be surprised. Or like if I was to do one of my Vulcan S rides and someone showed up on a Vulcan S and they're wearing one of these jackets, I'd say, sorry mate, but you're taking that off. There is no way I'm allowing you to ride in this group with that jacket on. I'm not doing it. because then it looks like, and again, it looks like you are a member of the police guiding or being a part of this group ride. I'm not into that. No, thank you. So I don't know how you feel on this. Any of you across the seas that have or haven't got a similar thing. It's to me, it's kind of frustrating. Not as frustrating as the Kia Sportage, even if they do try and pull out on you. But wait, there's another Kia Sportage. Very popular car. Yeah, it's a point of frustration for me because I can see where the similarities are, and you know, I think some people wear these high visors genuinely not thinking that, hey, maybe I will get mistaken. Maybe some people want the attention, and that's where I take the issue, because you know, I've known a few people in my time who just want the attention in one way or another, and they are some of the hardest people I've had to deal with. Bad experience on my part, you know. You might have friends or family that are a similar sort of way, but yeah, I'm not a social person, so I don't gel well with people who are just like, hey, give me attention. Ah, I don't want to. Let me paint my models, please. There was one that I remember seeing where some chap in the States had purchased a car. No, it was the UK. Sorry, yeah, it was the UK. He bought one of the older Vauxhalls when the older Jam Donuts, the Fuzz, were using the old Vauxhalls. Yeah, that's the one. And yeah, so this chap bought a white Vauxhall, got a bunch of stickers, vinyls, that kind of stuff, put it over the side of his car, and it genuinely looked like a police car, but when you actually looked at it, it was easily a knockoff. But if you're just minding your own business, rolling along a road like this, like highway maintenance right there, perfect bloody example, well played. Good timing. Kia Sportage. It's you know, you see the lines, you see the like, hey, the things that scream attention, and it makes you more aware of what that vehicle is on the road. And I think the police cars are designed, for the most part, when they've got all the bits and bobs on them, you can't bloody miss them, especially when they've got the little shiny lights on top. So this guy, oh, another perfect example. So he's got the yellows on there, the bits and bobs, all that kind of stuff, the good stuff along the side. So yeah, it looked like a crap version of that, but one of the old Vauxhalls. What kind of strange ego or what kind of mindset requires you to be perhaps knowledgeable of the law? Yeah, sure. But there's a difference between wanting to help out and then impersonating the emergency force, which has the training, I remind you again, to deal with situations and people in those situations. Do you see where I'm coming from here? I hope you do. I really hope you do. Don't impersonate emergency services, military personnel, or government agency, but don't do it. Just don't do it. Anyway, that's my little rant, my little rumble over and done with. You know, sorry for the one camera, but yeah, it was just one of those spur of the moment kind of things. I saw the high vis and I thought, no, I need to say something about it. You know, whether you enjoyed the message or not, if you personally ride and you've got one of those vests on, that's fine, but you don't do it anywhere nearby me. All right, that's the way I see it, and I'll always solidify that point. It's a Kia Sportage, the actual point of the video, which is yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near or associated, even by proxy, with someone who is riding with one of those jackets on, because you can be mistaken for someone you are very much not, and I do not wish to be dragged into that. So good luck, have fun, have yourselves a lovely weekend and all that, and I shall see you, or you shall see me, a wee in the next one. Someone's in trouble.